What's up, everybody? Revsanity here. Welcome to my channel. Today you get to take a look around where the YouTube stuff happens. In my little office. Just a little bedroom we turned into an office. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about the 3 reasons why I ride a motorcycle and why should you ride a motorcycle. But before we get to that, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I asked you guys several weeks ago about what you guys would like for a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And guess what? Here it is. Here it is. GoPro Hero 9 Black. Totally unopened, totally legit. I'm not being paid by GoPro or anybody to do this. But also, somebody on my Instagram did send me a little package to kind of up the ante for you guys. Old Man Zombie sent this right here. Hopefully that worked. Again, we got a little adventure pack. That's super cool. Comes with a little case, comes with a head strap, a little quick clip, and one of those little floating hand grips. And he also sent 5 64 gig micro SD cards. So once we get 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving that away to one lucky person, and details will come to that. But without further ado, let's roll that intro and get into the 3 reasons why I ride motorcycles. All right, let's go. All right, so we're going to ride around Fort Walton Beach a little bit, try to get off the highway some and just kind of explore instead of just being on a straight road leading to nothing. Why did I start riding a motorcycle? My 3 reasons. And why should you ride a motorcycle? Actually, I'm not going to tell you why you should. You should find out that reason on your own. But reason number 1, and this is probably like the main reason why I started to begin with, at least riding road bikes. I grew up riding motorcycles or riding dirt bikes, but my first reason is really just to break the mold. I'm not somebody who likes to, fit in with everybody. And I've actually had a conversation with at least one person on Instagram, and just talking about the idea of not knowing where they belong in their clique, so to speak, or in their group. Like, what group should they belong in? And I grew up as a pastor's stepkid, and so I was never really sure of my own group either. And so everybody that I tried to fit in with, it was just like, oh, I got this expectation to fit in because I am, because of my status or whatever. So it was part of my struggle growing up, was like, what group do I fit in with? And I realized that, like, I don't fit in with any one particular group. And I just realized this, like, within the last 10 years. No, probably within the last 5 years, that I don't fit any single mold. And I think there's a lot of people out there that feel that as well. And I feel like there's a lot of people that don't realize or don't know where they fit in society. And that's totally fine. That just means that you have a recognition about yourself, that you are a part of something bigger than yourself, So for me, riding motorcycles was like about trying to break the mold. I'm not going to mold to anyone's society, and this may change. Like, my love for motorcycles may change one day, and that's totally fine. And I'll just move on to the next one. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. It runs in my blood. My family's ridden motorcycles for a while. At least my dad did for a long time, and then he just, put it up one day because he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm like, come on, dude. You got all the backwoods and the roads and stuff up. He was in Tennessee at the time. And I was like, man, you got all these roads and everything you can totally rip around on. And he was on a CVO road glide. But anyway, yeah, that's the first reason. It just has to do with breaking the mold of society and not letting society put you in a place, and then you not having to worry about what group do you fit in. If you constantly worry about what other people are going to think about you, or where do you fit in, you're going to create a whole lot of anxiety and stress for yourself. Trying to find your wolf pack, as Zach Galifianakis so effortlessly put it.
I tend to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack.
So point number 2, bam, bam, bam. Kind of goes in line with point number 1 a little bit. Point number 1, not really understanding your place in society, not really knowing what you, where you sit as far as a particular clique or a group or anything like that. But point number 2 kind of brings in the whole networking piece. And over the last 90 days, I've made more friends doing the YouTube and whatever this experiment's called, and maybe just the whole moto vlogging thing. But I've made more friends in the last 90 days because of owning a motorcycle than I have in the last like 5 years, I feel like. And specifically, I want to mention 3 people here. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you probably heard me talk about them a couple times. But one down, Gene up, Father Bobber, and now Biker Babe Beth. And if you don't subscribe to any of those people, or you don't even know who I'm talking about, I want to put their links in the description below. And you should definitely go over there and follow every single one of them, because they are just some of the most delightful people. But yeah, I'm just really grateful and blessed to know those people. Like, it's just, literally last night was the first time I actually really talked to Biker Babe Beth, and we talked for like an hour and a half just on Instagram, and it was really just about metal, like how much we both like Periphery and some of these other bands out there. We just immediately connected, not even through motorcycle stuff, but because of the fact that we both do moto vlogging and motorcycle stuff. Push that baby, nice exercise. But because of the fact that we do these moto vlogs, and we both, you know, or all 4 of us, I guess, we all do the moto vlog, and we all have motorcycles and stuff, I would have never even contacted her, or like, she would probably never have contacted me had we not just happened to be following some mutual people, you know, especially like Her Two Wheels and Blockhead and some of the other big guys out there. And first of all, this is gorgeous back here. I haven't ridden back here in a long time. But yeah, like that's the biggest thing, man. It's like the networking piece, and like the new friendships that are starting right now. I just can't get over it. I'm just super happy, you know. And I haven't felt happy in quite a while, I feel like, you know. I mean, I'm happy, but like, you know, just a lot of other things that are kind of going on in life, you know, especially over this last year with freaking COVID-19 and pandemic, you know, that kind of stuff, just kind of really screwing everybody as far as getting interconnections and stuff rebuilt. Like, I long to shake somebody's hand again, or to give somebody a hug, man. So every time I see somebody with a motorcycle, I'm like, oh, I feel like I almost get the same feeling of human contact that I would normally get with you know, just having a conversation with somebody. And but yeah, that's really what it comes down to, man. It's like the networking abilities, and you know, whenever you see somebody else with a motorcycle, it's like there's an immediate connection between you and that person, and you probably never even have to see their face. You guys don't see my face because of reasons that are you know, that may come out in the future, but totally a felon, just kidding. You know, you don't have to see my face, but you can see the fact that I'm riding this Breakout, or riding a motorcycle in general. Oh God. Riding a motorcycle in general, and you know that there's a connection there between us. Yep, see that mural? That's a mural. It's all mural. That right there is for you, Setzerpendence. And that's another one. There you go. A classic example of networking. A buddy of mine out in Texas, Setzerpendence. I saw him whenever he came through from Jacksonville. He did a 1K in a day. He's talking about doing something with murals that you guys should stay tuned for, and actually go subscribe to him and follow him on Instagram. I'm going to link his stuff down in the description below too. It's just, I'm shouting out everybody today. This is a wonderful day. I love it. So point number 1 being you wanted to break the mold of society. Point number 2 being the networking piece. Now point number 3, and this is a very personal point for me, and I'm going to kind of get you guys a little bit involved with who I am as a person. And I want to be vulnerable with you guys for a little bit, and that's totally fine. I'm not going to cry anymore. Hold on, let me wait for this traffic.
The next day.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's generosity right there. That's the hope that I needed restored back in the human race. But yeah, point number 3 is, for me personally, it is a major anxiety reliever, and like a natural, it's like a natural decompressant, or natural, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a natural antidepressant for me, you know what I mean? If you guys watched my 2021 goals video, and I'll put anything I mentioned in here, I'm going to put the card in the top right corner of your screen. But if you watch that 2020 video, or why my goals for 2021, I specifically talked about me struggling with anxiety a little bit, or a lot of it actually. And to be honest with you guys, I've been hospitalized like 4 times this year because of anxiety. And All right, you guys, when I was doing the editing for this video, I realized whenever I said hospitalized, that could probably raise some flags for some people and not understanding what I mean by that. And basically what happened was I was having like some chest pains and some, some lightheadedness going on that I was concerned, maybe cardiovascular related. So I went to the ER. They determined that my heart was fine. And that basically happened 3 other times or 4 times since the beginning of the year. I wasn't like admitted to the hospital, or I wasn't Baker acted or anything like that. I just wanted to clear the air on that, just because people sometimes they hear hospitalized and they're like, oh no, what's going on? Is everything okay? But yes, I'm fine. I wasn't admitted. It was just an ER visit. And I just want to let you guys know that. All right, let's go back to the video. Now that I know 100% that it's anxiety related, I know I'm learning ways to A, to cope with it, and B, like how to manage it. And ironically enough, you know, riding motorcycles is arguably one of the most dangerous activities you can do. So is playing paintball, so is, you know, shooting guns, so is X number of things. So ironically, doing things that are dangerous to me helps mellow me out. And I don't even know why that is. I can't explain it. It's like I'm not an adrenaline junkie. Like I don't have to go skydive and go jump out of perfectly good airplanes. I would love to, actually, I'm not gonna lie. But I get more anxious when I'm like cooped up inside, or if I'm, you know, cooped up in a building with walls, and there's just nowhere for me to move. I ended up getting just in this depressive mindset where I don't even want to get out of bed, because I'm like, I'm just gonna be inside. So I'll force myself to throw my helmet on and my jacket on, and I ride around and I start rambling about God knows what, and then put it on YouTube. I'm like, you know what? I don't even have anything to talk about today. So, Harley hits me up to come, do some reviews for them, and I'm like, heck yeah, I want to go check out some new bikes. That's the biggest thing for me right now. Is it's a major anxiety stress reliever, and I'm not a doctor by any means. So if you actually struggle with anxiety, like totally take that to your doctor and find out a good plan for you, to go forward to help you manage with your anxiety. And I've been doing a lot of research and talking to a lot of people who also struggle with anxiety, and then learning about the biology behind what causes your body to kind of go in this fight or flight modes. Like for me personally, I get really clammed up and I start touching my face all over the place, and I start like kind of rubbing the back of my head and whatnot, and I just feel like I'm in a sense of impending doom. Like if I don't get out and run, or if I don't get out and go do something to escape, then something bad's gonna happen. I can't tell you how many strokes and brain tumors and heart attacks I've had over the last 90 days too, man. Yeah, it's funny. Like that's one of the other things that's also really therapeutic about me talking about anxiety, is actually talking about it. There's a buddy of mine at my church, and we meet up like every so often, and we'll just sit here and talk about our what symptoms did you have this week, and it makes you feel like an idiot. But there's actually something very therapeutic in talking through what your mind processes. And if there's something that I can't talk about, I let the engine do it for me, and then feeling the wind therapy. And I think that's what it is. Wind therapy is a very real thing for me, and I hope that if you're struggling with depression and anxiety, that you are A, aware that there are people that can help you, and B, that you're not the only one. And that's the way I felt. I felt I was the only one, and I think a lot of people feel that way, and they end up spiraling downwards, and it's sad to see. But if you ever struggle with that, please hit me up on Instagram, hit me up in the comments, like just say, hey Rev, I'm not doing good today. And it's okay. It's okay not to have a good day. Somebody told me that at work yesterday, or a couple days ago, and they were like, you just have to be okay with the fact that that day is not going to be a good day for you. And I'm like, that's so freeing. It's so freeing to realize that you're going to have a good day, or you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. And it's okay to have a bad day every now and then, or bad weeks, or a bad month. Just get out there and freak out for 15-20 minutes, let your mind go, and then whenever that 15-20 minutes is up, tell your mind, nope, we're not going to worry about that anymore today. You give the attention that it needs, get it over with. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm currently doing right now, and it's actually helping out a lot. But anyway, I didn't want to get all philosophical and trying to get anybody down. It's about overcoming anxieties and depression, and overcoming the idea of where you fit in the world, and the idea of growing your network that could potentially be your closest friends in the future. You know what I mean? That's what this video is about. And so Why should you ride a motorcycle? I can't make that decision for you. If you want to ride a motorcycle, get out there and do it, man. And as you continue riding, you're going to find more reasons that you want to ride. I have way more than 3, but I think those are just the 3 biggest ones. I was just kind of thinking in my head and taking notes down. I'm like, why do I really like to ride motorcycles? So that's what I got for you guys. So now it's your turn. You guys tell me down below why you ride motorcycles and give me some of your reasons. I'd love to hear them. And then don't forget to hit me up on Instagram too. Follow me on Instagram, and I'm releasing videos every Monday and Thursday for the first quarter of the year, and I may end up doing that for the rest of my YouTube career, or it may change, who knows, but I'll always keep you guys updated with what's happening with the channel. And again, if you like the content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like button and the notification bell so that you can always know when my videos are coming out. I've been doing these premiere videos lately too, which I am loving, by the way. I'm loving chatting with you guys through that premiere. It's so fun to me. But that's going to be all for this video, you guys. I really appreciate you checking it out. Again, go check out One Down Gene Up, Father Bobber, and Biker Babe Beth if you haven't already. But until the next one, you guys stay decent. Ride safe, alright, guys? Peace.